Counting up on the alum in her role as a mother of 5 children, Jessa Duggar has been documenting her life. It is presently her 6th kid with Ben, and she is expecting with him. The huge news was disclosed by the 32-year-old woman in March of last year, and she also mentioned that she was already halfway pregnant. Jessa also resumed her vlogging activities the previous week, but many people were taken aback by the transformation she underwent. Continue reading to find out why. What is Jessa Duggar doing today? Counting on. What is she doing? Despite the fact that she is pregnant, Jessa has been working hard on social media. The former cast member of Counting On recently gave her endorsement to a bed lamp that her children use while they are reading books in bed. Whenever Jessa has installed something new in her home, she has also been sharing videos and photographs with her friends and family. Both renovating and tending to her indoor plants are 2 of her favorite things to accomplish. Even though there have been speculations that Jessa and Ben are having difficulties in their marriage owing to their financial problems, Jessa's marriage has been continuing strong. After Jessa revealed that she had a date night with Ben without their children, she left a lot of her followers in wonder the previous month. She even proceeded to take her husband by surprise by redecorating his office early this year, giving it a more inviting appearance. Unrecognizable Jessa in her latest video blog. Jessa Duggar's most recent video blog, in which she discusses her pregnancy, was the topic of discussion among some of her followers on social media. The former cast member of Counting On disclosed that they had been quite busy this season. There were a number of weddings that took place on her and Ben's other side of the family. Jessa later disclosed that her pregnancy has been going particularly well, and she also mentioned that she is continuing to maintain a regular exercise routine. In addition to that, she disclosed that she had taken her children to swimming and piano classes. On the other hand, Jessa's fresh appearance was what drew the attention of many people. According to the poster, they hardly recognized Jessa, and the video shows that she has a new quality to her voice. Some people were of the same opinion and thought that it was because she was pregnant. Others, however, believe that Jessa is appearing to be in a more miserable state than she did throughout her previous pregnancies. Even though I've never been pregnant before, I can't help but think that it would be a very unpleasant experience to become pregnant over and over again. If you were to experience what I have, it would be more miserable than you could possibly imagine, she said. She is the only person I've ever seen with a frown on her face when she smiles. She has a sad expression on her face. It seems that every time I see Jessa, she is becoming more and more like Meech. It appears that her hair is much thinner. In my opinion, that is the reason why she appears to be different. On which you can rely. Jessa Duggar maintains contact with her family. It is also important to Jessa Duggar to reassure her fans that she is still in contact with her family, despite the fact that some of her siblings have begun to abandon their religious views. Joy Anna was one of them, and she recently broke her silence regarding the reasons why she no longer adheres to the teachings of the IBLP. She is currently residing in Los Angeles with Duggar for the time being. As of late, Jessa has been uploading photographs of her children having fun at the large mansion. The former cast member of Counting On did not post any photographs of her parents. Nevertheless, a great number of people are relieved that Jim Bob and Michelle continue to receive visits from their grandchildren. Jessa Duggar, one of the stars of 19 Kids and Counting and its spin-off Counting On, has spent much of her life in the public eye. Raised in the spotlight, Jessa's every move, from her teenage years to her life as a wife and mother, has been closely followed by millions of fans. For years, she was known for her reserved, wholesome image embodying the values of her conservative family. But in her most recent vlog, Jessa has left fans stunned, appearing nearly unrecognizable. The dramatic transformation in her appearance, style, and confidence has sparked a flurry of reactions across social media, leaving fans wondering what motivated this change and what it means for Jessa's personal evolution. For many, Jessa Duggar has always represented a certain type of idealism, one rooted in traditional values, family loyalty, and simplicity. However, her latest vlog has brought forth a version of herself that many didn't expect. Gone are the modest, natural looks that made her famous on TLC's reality shows. Instead, she's embracing a bold, polished look that showcases a different side of herself. The drastic change is not just physical. It's a reflection of her personal growth, her evolving identity, and how she is finding her voice outside of the confines of her family's highly publicized life. But what exactly has changed in Jessa Duggar's appearance? How has her image evolved from her earlier days in the Duggar family to this new version of herself in her vlog? And more importantly, what does this transformation mean for her journey both on and off the screen? In this article, we will take a closer look at Jessa Duggar's journey from the early days of 19 Kids and Counting to her latest vlog, analyzing her transformation in terms of physical appearance, personality, and public perception. We'll explore how Jessa has navigated the pressures of fame, the role of personal growth in her transformation, and the reactions from her fans and critics. The purpose is not to judge her appearance, but to celebrate the individual evolution of a woman who has consistently been in the public eye. Jessa Duggar's journey from reality TV star to social media personality. Jessa Duggar first became known to the world as one of the many children in the Duggar family on 19 Kids and Counting. The show chronicled the daily lives of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar and their 19 children, all raised under a strict Christian, conservative lifestyle. The show was unique in its depiction of such a large family, and the Duggars quickly became a household name. As one of the older siblings, Jessa was frequently featured on the show. Her personality stood out as one of the more independent and outspoken members of the Duggar family, which helped her gain a substantial fan following. She was often portrayed as a responsible, self-sufficient young woman who took on many of the maternal responsibilities in the family while also navigating the challenges of growing up under intense public scrutiny. Jessa's life was laid bare for millions of viewers to see. Her eventual courtship and marriage to Ben Seawald in 2014 were major events in her life that were followed closely by fans. Their wedding, which took place on TV, was a celebration of the Duggar family's values of purity, modesty, and commitment to traditional gender roles. For many fans, Jessa epitomized the wholesome, idealized image of the Duggar children, pious, humble, and grounded in family. But despite the carefully curated image that Jessa portrayed on television, there was always more to her than what was shown on camera. In recent years, as the Duggar family's reality TV shows came to an end, Jessa began to branch out in new directions, using social media platforms to share more intimate glimpses into her life. It was through these platforms that her transformation began to unfold, slowly at first, but more dramatically in recent times. The new look. What has changed in Jessa Duggar's appearance? When fans tuned into Jessa's recent vlog, they were greeted with a strikingly different version of the woman they had come to know. While Jessa had always kept a relatively modest appearance, favoring loose-fitting clothes and natural makeup, her new look was polished and carefully crafted. From the very first few moments of the vlog, it was evident that Jessa had embraced a more glamorous approach to her appearance. Her hair, which had previously been styled simply, was now flawlessly done, perhaps with the help of professional styling. Her makeup, which had often been minimal, now appeared more sophisticated, with a glowing complexion, subtle contouring, and bold eyeshadow. Even her clothes, once centered around modesty, seemed to reflect a more fashion-forward attitude, with sleek and modern pieces that added to her overall transformation. But it wasn't just her appearance that had changed. Jessa's confidence was palpable. For years, she had been associated with a certain level of restraint and modesty, both in her public appearances and her behavior. However, this new version of Jessa was more self-assured, more willing to take risks with her style and her image. The shift in her appearance wasn't just about fashion. It was a statement of self-expression and personal growth. The evolution of Jessa Duggar's personal style. Jessa's transformation in recent years has been more than just physical. It's also been a shift in how she approaches her personal style. Looking back at her early days on 19 Kids and Counting, Jessa's wardrobe choices were conservative, adhering to the strict standards that her family followed. Modesty was prioritized over trendiness, and Jessa's clothing often reflected that. As she transitioned into adulthood, her style began to evolve. She started experimenting with more modern and youthful fashion choices, but still with a focus on modesty. However, in her more recent vlogs and social media posts, Jessa has embraced a completely different approach to her wardrobe. From chic dresses to more fitted tops and fashionable accessories, her style now reflects the confidence she has found in herself. Jessa's new look shows a balance between modesty and modernity. While she no longer adheres strictly to the clothing guidelines that were once imposed on her, she is still conscious of her values. Her style is now a blend of personal taste and her evolving sense of identity, and her fans have responded positively to the changes, praising her for embracing a new look while staying true to herself. Jessa Duggar's transformation and the public's reaction. While Jessa's transformation has been well received by many, not all reactions have been positive. Some fans are struggling to reconcile the new version of Jessa with the image they had formed of her over the years. For those who followed her closely during her time on 19 Kids and Counting, this shift can feel jarring. The wholesome, modest image that Jessa once embodied is now replaced by a more polished and professional look. However, Jessa has also faced backlash from critics who feel that her new appearance and style are at odds with the values she was raised with. Some of the comments on her social media posts and vlogs reflect disapproval, with people questioning whether her new persona is a departure from the family's principles. These reactions highlight the ongoing tension between personal growth and public expectation. Despite the mixed reactions, Jessa's confidence in her transformation is undeniable. She has taken control of her image, using her platform to redefine herself on her own terms. Rather than allowing her past to define her, she has embraced her evolving identity, and in doing so, she has challenged the expectations that were placed on her as a child star. Beyond the vlog, Jessa Duggar's future in the spotlight. As Jessa continues to evolve, fans are curious about what lies ahead for her. Will her transformation in appearance and confidence signal a new phase in her career? Could she pursue opportunities beyond social media, perhaps returning to television or exploring other ventures? While there's no definitive answer yet, it's clear that Jessa is no longer confined by the boundaries of her family's reality TV show. She has carved out a space for herself in the digital world, where she can be more than just a former reality star. Jessa's vlog represents more than just a cosmetic change, it's a testament to the power of personal growth. By embracing her own narrative, she is showing her fans that change is not only possible but can be empowering. A new chapter in Jessa Duggar's life. Jessa Duggar's recent transformation in her vlog has captured the attention of fans and critics alike. From her new look to her more confident presence, Jessa is redefining what it means to be herself in the public eye. This transformation represents more than just a change in appearance, it marks a new phase in Jessa's life, one where she is no longer constrained by the expectations of her past. As she continues to grow and evolve, Jessa's journey will undoubtedly inspire others who have also struggled to define their identities outside of the labels that have been placed on them. Whether or not her transformation resonates with everyone, it is clear that Jessa Duggar is on her own path, ready to take on the world with confidence and authenticity.